big up everybody. It's your girl, Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk. Sorry for being a little bit late yet again, but had to sort of. Lord Sophie, wow, I cannot speak today, people. After this live match preview, I'm definitely gonna take a nap because Sophie's a little tired. But regardless, I'm here for second stream of the day. Look, back-to-back streams for your girl Sophie Soph, huh? Yes, 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 yes. And it's, for the upcoming Man United versus Aston Villa. It's a live match preview. I was supposed to have Ali here to join me, but something came up with him babysitting and whatnot. Sometimes, hey, stuff happens. It is what it is. Big up to him regardless. But I'm here holding down the fort by myself. That's fine. We'll, of course, be doing a watch along for this game tomorrow and a live match reaction as well, with some of the mandem coming in and some of the usual people coming in and talking and whatnot. But for now, it gonna be your girl. So make sure, people, that you do what? Like this video so that we can push it out for more people to see in the future, as well as subscribe. If you're new here, you like the vibe, then hey, join. Why not? I got water over here, made smoothie. I'm ready. Yes, 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 yes. Give me 1 second, people. Bye bye. Let's pick up the people here. Hello, Bobby K. Big up N Smith as easy. Hey, hey, hey. Stop it. Stop it. The ops are they are also welcome on on this channel, whatnot, but Ensman, come on. And Ensman is cool, you know what? My dad.
How are you? Today is my day, but I wish her, this young lady, beautiful. My daughter coming to say hi, and she accepted me to say hi too. Stay cool, guys. Happy Saturday. Keep hope alive. We're breathing. We are happy. Inshallah, everything will be all right. Keep smiling. Keep hope alive. Thank you, darling.
But
Bye, guys.
I
Bye, Korean. Everybody say hi.
Amir says your dad is very cool.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
My dad says thank you. He just wanted to hijack. He's in a good mood. And Amir also says inshallah.
Whoa, I'm a good mood today.
Yeah, my dad is in a very good mood. Okay, bye. He's actually heading off downtown and just chilling. It's actually a beautiful day here in Norway, so he just wanted to meet up with the buddy and enjoy life. So even though we are still bottling it and whatnot, so yeah. Regardless, big up to Espen. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Big up to LVFC TV. Big up and subscribe to his channel as well. Amir, yes, Amir, I did check your DM and. I need to I need to see if other people are report the same thing that we just did like 2 hours ago. Some of you guys did tune in for the basically me just reacting to the final bidding process of the Man United takeover. So with Sheikh Yassim putting in his bid and Sergeant Radcliffe and whatnot. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely make sure you do and give me your opinions and whatnot on that whole thing. In a few days and whatnot, probably maybe at the end of next week or early the week after that, we'll hear the final decision on what the Glaze would do. Would they accept any of the bids, or are they just gonna continue being the leeches that they are? Ugh. But yeah, regardless, big up Harry. Yes, yes, yes. Big up Ravi says Sophia. What smash up from? Oh my God, yeah, I did watch the Brighton game while I was just preparing some stuff. Lord have mercy, Brighton. Wow, and we will be playing Brighton again. This will be what the? How many times we play Brighton? This will be the fourth time we're playing Brighton this season. Uh no. Wait, is it? It is. No, it is. It will be the third time. What am I saying? It'll be the third time. We got slapped up by them the first home game of the season, and then we did get through via penalty shootouts in the FA Cup semifinal, and now we're going to be facing them in their ground, at their ground. Not looking forward to it, but before that game, we obviously have to dive into the Villa game first, right? Emery says, Sofia, your dad not letting Arsenal ruin his days. But yep, he does not. Do United go in all attacking from the start? Where the thing is, okay. Speaking of this game, I mean, do stay tuned for throughout this stream because we will, of course, like we always usually do, talk about the team news and whatnot, and then we'll predict the lineup, and then I'll give my honest prediction about the score and whatnot. But it it's not going to be an easy game. Our performances haven't been that good for a while now. I almost feel like in a way, and I think I did say it or mention it at least in the match reaction for after the Spurs game, that we almost in a way have maybe gotten a little bit complacent after winning the Carabao Cup final, right? And that was at the end of February. It's been 2 months now, and okay, we won here and there. Some games have been really good. Other games have been like quite poor and not so good, right? Some really horrible defeats, especially with Liverpool and whatnot, right? Ugh, 7-0. Yeah, not good whatsoever. Big up, by the way, to Harry. Harry says, "Love seeing your dad, Sophia." Oh, awesome. And he loves saying hi to you guys as well. So yeah. Um, I just like I said, it's not gonna be big up Ming. It's not gonna be an easy game. It's gonna be I'll say a little bit difficult, but the thing that gives me hope is the fact that we are at home. That makes me be a lot more um what's the word that I'm looking for? A bit more confident. But we are meeting a Villa that's in form, right? They are doing their thing. Okay, they could potentially get Europe, which will 100% be deserved because the the job that Unai Emery has done since becoming the Villa manager after the sacking of Steven Gerrard has been incredible. Okay, they were 17th, right? Legit 17th place when Unai Emery came in and took the job. Remember, he came in right before that game that we played them, which was as at their ground, and we got slapped. I believe it was 4-1 or three, either 4 or 3-1. It might have been 3-1 actually. We got slapped. It was a legit manager bounce, but the manager bounce has still, you know, the bouncing has still been happening. Okay, they've still been playing incredibly good, and it wasn't just like, oh, a manager bounce like with Sean Dyche, where okay with Everton, they beat Arsenal and then he kind of dropped up and whatnot, might potentially get relegated. There's a lot of stuff happening with Everton, so that's a whole nother story for another day. But with Villa, they've still been progressing and just been the informed team, legit the informed team. Ollie Watkins, as we have here, on fire. I believe since I think January or at least post World Cup, the guy's been scoring. Yeah, several like it's 2-digit goals legit. He killing it. He on fire. The defense is looking good. They're cooking something, and I hope they do get Europe. Um, I personally don't think it's going to be top four, but maybe Europa League can happen for sure. At most, Conference League, or at least I'll say Conference League is what I think would be attainable for Villa, and it would be kind of dope to see Villa back in Europe, right? I remember seeing Villa with the likes of Jon Cardiff, the Norwegian, right? Growing up, seeing him play with Villa in the Champions League and whatnot. So for me, Villa, they're cooking something, okay? But because our home record has been really good this season, okay? When I say really, it's been really good. We've lost once in the whole Prem this season at home, and that was the first game against Brighton. The first game of the season against Brighton. Other than that, home record, people need to put a bit more respect when it comes to how Man United's home record has been. It's really good. Yes, there's performances here and there that can be questioned, but overall the results has been there, and it's been really good. So I do feel comfortable and confident enough to say that we can get it over the line. It's more so the away records, I mean us from home, that makes me be a bit more questionable, if that makes sense. So yeah, but since we are at home, I do think we can get it over the line. But the main question here would be, okay, so how will we be able to set up? How who is available? And by the way, big up to Ravi for putting different questions. I have saved the questions, so I will be responding to your questions, Ravi, throughout. And if any of you guys have questions regarding, I mean, obviously we're going to mainly be focusing on this game. So if there's any questions that you have, um, in regards to tomorrow's game, then feel free to, write it down below, and I'll answer it throughout the show. Also, by the way, I completely forgot to mention it, but yeah, if you want to become a SFT member, link is here, pinned as a comment in the chat or in the description box. If you're watching this on a computer, right underneath the screen, you'll see a join button, and that's the way for you to become a member. You'll get a badge next to your name, customized emojis, also notified of upcoming content in the community, in the members community tab, as well as getting, sneak peek, maybe even behind the scenes stuff as well, and member shoutouts as well. So yeah, if anybody wants to become a member, a part of the SFT gang, then that's the way, another way to support the channel. But yeah, keep getting the likes of everybody, and do once again subscribe. But yeah, there. Let's see here. I do have UTD report that a Man United um, Twitter account, which I really do like, with lots of different news and whatnot. They're really good at it. I want to mention, which I mean, we did touch a little bit on it in the MUFC takeover stream that I did earlier, but Alejandro Garnacho, he back in training. AG49 back in training, and also did sign a new contract that will have him, be here for a longer time, which is quite nice. I think that's pretty, you know, good for that to happen, because he's an exciting young prospect, and I feel like he's definitely been a good, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like a good addition to the squad this season. And it was very unfortunate when he did get injured when we played Southampton, right? Um, Several weeks ago. But I believe that he probably would be able. I'm thinking he, obviously he wouldn't be available to. I don't think so. At least that he would be available to play for tomorrow's game. But I'm thinking maybe next week, maybe for the Brighton game, he could potentially be available for that game. And that would actually be very important, especially since we are away from home. But it's just definitely good to see him back. And the guy fixed his teeth. I mean, he's doing his thing. Still a blondie. Hey, signed the contract, I believe, is still there until, I mean, it's 2028, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he basically signed a new 5-year contract at Man United. I don't know what, the wages will be and whatnot, but for me, like, that's not something that I focus too much on. But it's nice to see him like tied down, because, yo, the guy's exciting, and the sky's the limit for the kids. So that's definitely something that I wanted to mention. Yes, and also he wanted to go to the under 20 World Cup and play for Argentina, but Ten Hag and United was like, nah, bruh, we need you. And from some United fans have been saying like, yeah, but wouldn't it necessarily be nice to see him go and whatnot? And I'm like, if he hadn't gotten injured, technically he was called up for the, the A team, like the men's team, right? With Messi and the men, right? Might be disrespectful to see Messi and the men, but Messi and, Lisandro Martinez and, Alexis McAllister and them men, and you know what I'm saying? But then he got injured, so he had to obviously withdraw his time. But that was going to be just, regular friendly games and whatnot. But he'll probably have opportunities. I can definitely see him get an opportunity for the the men's team, uh, and play for the national team for Argentina. But right now, under 20, fam, I know you want to go, but we need you for this is, hey, we need everybody that we can have. So I'm thinking, that there's been some games here and there this season where he has come in and been a difference maker. So having him in could be a different, not could, I think would be a different type of, like a little bit of an addition to what we need when it comes to what should I say, the games that we need to see out, and we need a little bit more of an attacking threat. You know what I'm saying? So for me, hey. By the way, did any of you guys hear about what this one is a bit mad, like with Rojo, Marcos Rojo. Remember, he used to play for Man United, a defender. I'm trying to remember. Think I think it was Van Gaal who brought him in. I'm pretty sure that might have been the case. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wasn't using him that much and whatnot. At the end, he left. Can't remember exactly where he plays for. I think he plays in South America. I think he's does it Boca Junior or something? I think that's the team he played for. But yeah, um, he came out with an interview recently where slating the fact that Maguire was playing and whatnot. Calling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a son of a B word. Whew, that yeah, that's wow. That's all I can say. Wow. And and Solskjaer was kind of like, yeah, but like I know you want to play, but we have to play him. It costs too much money. And I was like, finally, there's no reason. There's no way. Maggie, y'all know I call it Maggie. There's no agenda here, but are we going to keep it 100? No, are we not going to keep it 100? There's no reason for Maguire to have been playing several games alongside Victor Lindelöf and whatnot when there were several games where he just wasn't good, costing us. You know what I'm saying? So now it would make sense why he just kept going in, and maybe also I'm thinking with him becoming captain, could that maybe be the club, those upstairs saying it, commanding that he needed to do that? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to speculate, but at the same time, let me speculate. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. But regardless, I digress. So when it comes to this upcoming game here, I know that Maguire was injured. I believe injured for the train during training prior to the last game that we had and whatnot. But obviously the Spurs game, so he wasn't available. But I mean, I wonder if it would be available for tomorrow's game, even if he would be. Because the question here from Ravi says, do you play Shaw as center back versus Villa? I would say, yeah. Feel like Luke Shaw looked incredible. The defense, there wasn't really a problem with the defense, or at least not the center backs. I feel like Luke Shaw and Lindelöf, Victor Lindelöf complemented each other very good, in my opinion. So I wouldn't have a problem with still having them play together, especially at home. But you never know. You could maybe see Maguire. I know that I've heard that Maguire. That I mean, there's been some not quotes, but there's been some news there, reports that Maguire, probably would. I've known this, like, but the guy will be going next season. Like, I don't see the guy has not really been playing that many games this season. Sometimes you would have to play him because there's not that many options and whatnot. But if you have Alessandro Martinez and a Varane, you ain't gonna be putting a Maguire. If you just need to maybe rotate potentially, hey. But when you have games like, remember after the World Cup, like the City game, for instance, Lisandro Martinez didn't play. Maguire could have played, but Ten Hag decided to have a Luke Shaw in as a center back, even though he's not a center back. He's a left back. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a left somebody that's not even in that position playing ahead of you in your position, then you kind of have to look yourself at in the mirror and be like, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I should do better. Maybe I should improve. But if I then in return think I don't have anything to prove, at, then maybe I need to see myself out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm thinking, at least. So, you know, so for me, to answer once again your question, Ravi, I want to then, in my humble opinion, I would then love, of course, to see those two again. But we will, of course, talk more about, um, in depth, predict the lineup, um, a little bit later in the show. That says tomorrow we need to score first and shut this down. Yes, because okay, are we going to keep it 100 or are we not going to keep it 100? Because, by the way, big up to Daily Take, our member of the SFT gang. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, Daily Take, yes. What I want to mention, because this is a great talking point. Newcastle and Brighton scoring. Brighton literally won against Wolves. What, 6-0? Why can't, like, when was the last time we've had a game where we won 6-0? I can't remember. 6-0, 6. I literally cannot remember. I think we've had one game this season, no, two game this season where we scored 4 goals. But I'm pretty sure we haven't had a single game this season where we scored 5. Newcastle, wow, had several games this season where they, especially now with like Eddie Howe, like figure it out, like with Alexander Isak, Callum Wilson, what, like a lot of their attacking players, it's clicking. It's clicking. Brighton as well, like that. What they maybe are missing a little bit before is because they play exceptional football, sexy football. Brighton for me. I said it after Arsenal. I would say like they play the best football throughout this whole season. But Brighton's football really excites me, right? The only thing maybe they've been missing sometimes is being somebody up top there that can be a bit more clinical. Even though Evan Ferguson has been, but I don't think he was playing in this game because I did watch it. But they had other people, like you had a Pascal Gross showing up, you had a Danny Welbeck showing up. You know what I'm saying? You have other people showing up, even Undav, who actually, when he came in against us when we played in the FA Cup semifinal, trash, couldn't score to save his life. Did score in the penalty shootouts, but had several moments prior to the penalty shootouts where he could have scored, didn't. But today he showed up. You know what I'm saying? So I say all this to say there's been so many games this season for Man United where we do score first and whatnot, but why can't we just wrap it up? Wrap it up. Spurs game, first half, we were really good. Yes, sloppy moments here and there. We were 2 goals up, and you completely bottle a 2-0 lead and make it 2-2 at the end of the game. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no. So the away record, obviously, we know needs to be better. But even at home, there's been games where, wrap it up. We played, I remember, yeah, Forest, we did play. I remember the Everton game. Should have won 6-7-0. Jordan Pickford decided to have a worldie. I get it, saving several shots here and there. But at the end of the day, we had moments where we should have killed the game up. Wrap it up. I need to put that on a shirt. Wrap it up by halftime. Legit. That's what I need to see for next season. That's why I need to have a prolific goal scorer coming in for Man United next season. Whether it be a Harry Kane, whether it be a Victor Osimhen, whoever, I need to see us kill games off. That's what I need. That's legit what I need. So once again, back to Daily Tech's comment here. Tomorrow, score first, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. It's as simple as you can make it. It's not difficult. People, it ain't rocket science. It is not rocket science, okay? I was not Matt, I was horrible at it. Okay, I got ADHD. Math, not my thing. Not that every people with ADHD is horrible at math, but I'm just, it makes sense why it was not good. But I digress. Science also wasn't my field. Okay, English, Norwegian, social studies, my thing. That's me. That's me. I say all this to say, once again, it ain't rocket science. It ain't math. You know. But then again, math, 2 plus 2 is, there is an answer. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 ain't 3. You know what I'm saying? I went completely off the radar, but you know what I'm saying. I think you understand, but we'll see. Pick up Bajan Reds TV. Make sure you do subscribe to his channel. Lipo supporter. The ops are, like I said, the ops are welcome here. They are. But big up to you, though. big up again to Star Lord. And Vamshi says substitution of Eriksen changed the game. Fred sucks in that position. Yeah, that's. You know what? Hey. Also, we might need to have some conversation about Casemiro as well, because since Casemiro came back after, the whole suspension and whatnot, being gone for 4 games and whatnot, and y'all know I love Casemiro. That's my guy. That's my guy. Y'all know. That's one of my G's. But he after, yeah, I don't know if the whole, the agendas, the okay, red cards, yellow cards here and there is maybe holding him back a little bit, but he's been a bit underwhelming, and that is quite it's quite unfortunate. Is what I'm trying to say. It is. Give me 1 second. I had to drink. Whew. I had a full rant over here. Lord have mercy. There we go. Mm. But yeah. Whew. Keep getting the likes up, by the way, everybody. Keep getting the likes up. 15 likes. Let's get the likes up to 30. Let's do it. But yeah, it's just people. It's a lot. Okay. So with the Casemiro, I do need him show up. And like Vamshi said, with Eriksen and Fred, like there's been games where I've been calling for Fred, like, oh my god, why isn't Fred playing and whatnot? But Fred was, yeah, he did not look, he did not look, he looked good in the Everton, no, not the Everton, the FA, the Brighton game where we played in the semifinal, and he came in, looked fresh, good then. But in the Spurs game, coming as a substitute, didn't do much. But a lot of them didn't really, were quite poor. So the substitutions, and you can still be like, I back you, Ten Hag. You the man in Uncle Eric, I trust. Yada yada yada. Of course, of course. But at the same time, I can criticize, but I can also support you. I can trust you, but I can also criticize. It's about keeping a balance. That's that. It's that simple. So for me, substitutions here and there, sometimes it's a miss, sometimes it's a hit. In that particular game against Spurs, with the likes of, you know, Eriksen getting subbed off and bringing in a Fred, that was a miss. That was a miss. Taking out everyone Bisaka, miss. Malasia, bless your heart, little boy, been a little bit shaky. Been a bit shaky for the last couple of weeks now. So we gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure it out. You know? Figure it out. Legit. But yeah, it's just it'll be interesting. It will be quite interesting to see how tomorrow's game will go. Yep. Aight. Butter Red says, Sophia, are you worried we catch you for fourth? No, no. You can clip this. I'm not worried. Liverpool? No. Because the thing is, though, Liverpool can, I think, with even like, let's say Liverpool do win like all of their games, we also do have to drop points then in a lot of games for them to take that spot. So, I don't see it. I personally don't see it. I would still say that if we then focus on at least winning our home games, I think it will be sorted out. I personally think so. In my humble opinion, I do. So I don't think Spurs. I mean, not Spurs. I don't even take the Spurs as well. I don't think that Liverpool will be getting top four. That will make me very happy as well. You can just hey, enjoy, enjoy. Rev says Newcastle looks certain to get four. Yeah, I would say like we'll get third. Newcastle could get third, but I will say we get third. Newcastle get fourth. It's that's what I'm. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will say Villa, Brighton even ahead of Liverpool before I say Liverpool will get fourth. No. Because people with Liverpool will be like, yeah, we can. No, there are other teams also in the contention. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. You know what's nah. Come on now. Let's not let's not do this, people. There's levels to this game. You know what I mean? There is levels. And Liverpool, they've not been in it this season. So start over. Um, enjoy your owners, FSG. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? That is that. That is indeed that. That's all I can say, people. Legit. All I can say. Yeah, it looks. I don't think there's been any injury. It doesn't look to be that there's any major injuries here. Not that I'm seeing. So okay, let's try to use the time now to predict the lineup, shall we? Let's do it. And then I will answer some of your questions at the end. But yeah, keep getting the questions in, as I do appreciate that, of course. But also do like and subscribe as well. What? Wait, let me see this. Next summer FC, big up to you, says, get in, Sir Jim, you beauty. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Big up though, but no. No. What team do you support, by the way, next summer FC? Let me know. Are you Man United supporter? Let me know. Okay, so the hair, and do also feel free to predict your lineup. But I'm gonna say the hair. I mean, is there any like are we even gonna debate that? Not really. Not what I think, at least. I'm gonna need Wan-Bissaka as right back. Gonna be Wan-Bissaka. I'm trying to think. Should we have Dallo again as left back? Malasia has been a bit shaky. Maybe bring Malasia in the second half. We need to. We're at home. I'll say Dallo again as left back. I wouldn't mind that. The reason being is FSG out. That should tell you. Yeah. Liverpool fan. We got a bunch of Liverpool supporters watching this channel. Hey, don't we? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, Dallo as left back. I'm gonna need. I usually call him Roberto Carlos, but then since he, sometime here and there has been starting to play as a center back, I'm gonna need to bring in Shodish. Luke Shodish. By the way, the one about Vidic is actually on Instagram now. I started supporting him. I haven't seen the interview that he done at Rio Ferdinand's YouTube channel, but I want to see it. Looking good, looking good. But yeah, Luke Shaw alongside my Scandinavian brother Victor Lindelöf. Yes, Casemiro, I need to see some redeeming. Need to redeem yourself. So, Casemiro, that's a given here. Would I say Christian Eriksen again alongside Christian Eriksen? Because I would say no. I want to say Eriksen. I want to say Eriksen. I want to say Eriksen. And then Bruno up top as the attacking mid. But I don't want to. I need to see Sabitzer again, though. If I'm gonna be honest, I need to see Sabitzer. So but maybe like in second half, I think it could be. But you need to utilize this. But I basically it would kind of be like almost the same team as Thursday. But he could potentially switch it a little bit here and there. But I'll say this, Anthony again. Anthony for me, I did say it was a bit lackluster in this first game. I feel like he was looking really good in the other games and whatnot, but that particular game a bit lackluster. I want to give Jane Sancho a chance again because I did feel like he did score. Um, I do want to see more though. Of course, I do want to see more because in that particular goal, it was just nice to see him like be direct because that's all we want. When he does, because he has it in him. He just chooses sometimes not to do it. But also, what Anthony does that Sancho needs to get better at is tracking back. Be more defensively sound. Help your left back out, brother. Help your full back out. You gotta help him out. That's at least because I feel like with Anthony and Wan-Bissaka, like I feel like they kind of like Wan-Bissaka is able to go a bit forward because Anthony's also tracking back. Anthony can go. You know what I'm saying? Like there's understanding here, but Anthony's decision making needs to get better. We've seen some parts here and there which has been improved, but it can always get better. But I think with next season, when we do hopefully get in the new signings that we do need to get, I think we will start to unlock that a lot more. I'm not gonna lie. I did like seeing Rashford up top. He did score and assist Jane Sancho for that first goal. So I've been saying like I do really prefer Rashford on the left, but yeah, sometimes kind of in a way drifted into through the middle and being more up top. So wouldn't be a problem seeing Rashford again up top. I wouldn't, because Martial when he came in didn't really do anything. So I don't know. I'm gonna say Rashford. That's basically gonna be my predicted 11 for tomorrow. So basically, it's gonna be the exact same lineup as against Spurs. I'm gonna need y'all to show up again. I'm gonna need you guys to put in a shift to kill, like Deltic said earlier, score first but kill it off. Don't be complacent in the second half. Make sure we get it done in the first half. Get 3 goals, bam, wrap it up, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's the business end of the season. I need the results, but get it over the line. All right, get over the line. Let me read some of your comments. Ramsey says, if we win 4 more games from the rest of the fixtures, then we are in the top 4, even though we lose the other match. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. So, okay, so you know what? Let's see if we can get the next fixtures up. I think that could be quite nice if we do that. Let's do that. So, okay, Man United. Let's see if we can do that. The upcoming matches. Is this correct? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Okay, so this is like the upcoming. Okay, so it was that match, Villa. Okay, so let's say we win this, and then okay, we got Fulham as well. Okay, these are not, and also the Chelsea game hasn't. I don't know why the Chelsea game. Wait a minute, Chelsea game hasn't been added on, but the Chelsea game will. I know it's gonna be played between the Bournemouth. It's gonna be played on the 25th of May. Um, and I was planning maybe to see if I can potentially go to that game. Ugh, I would love to because I do have like a little weekend break off from work and whatnot, so it would be perfect. But I would say, okay, let's say we win here, potentially here, here. I mean, now we should be able. I mean, we also do have Brighton though. Wait, give me a big. I need to find a better one because I don't have all the games. Wait, you just go to Premier League potentially. There we go. I think that's better. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find all of them. Premier League fixtures. Keep getting the likes up once again, people. There we go. Now we found it. Man United's upcoming fixtures. Come on now. There we go. Okay, I found it. Still, the Chelsea one doesn't say here. Or does it? No, I have it. I have it. I think. Yes, I do. I do. I got it. Got it. Got it. Here, here, here. Okay. So, no, for God's sake, why can't all the games come in? Come on now. Where's fixtures? Okay, we'll just do this. Fixtures. Okay, so because I know that the Chelsea game is gonna be here as well. But yeah, like I said, so we have okay. I'm gonna say I do think we're gonna win this one. Wolves also a game we have. I'll say we win that one. So that's 2, right? This one, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it's gonna be next week. I'm not completely sure if we're gonna be winning against if we do win against Brighton. We could draw, we could lose. West Ham, also they're in a bit of a form. I think, but I do think they did play earlier today, and Crystal Palace. It was I didn't watch the game, but I did hear. I think Crystal Palace won 4-3. So that'll be interesting. Bournemouth, I think we could do. And then, but even if we don't do Bournemouth, let's say we do, because Bournemouth is points as well. Let's say we win against Chelsea because we're going to be playing Chelsea at home. And then we have Fulham at home. So that's 4 games that I think right now off the bat that I do think we can win. So, yeah, really interesting. Let me read some more of y'all comments as well. Big up to Lewis says we should definitely get top 4. Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to be honest. I think we will. Right, says Sofia, how do United stop inviting teams back into the game when you're 1 or 2 nil up? With not sitting back, not be complacent. Keep going, get over the line. Is Varane fit for tomorrow's match? No, I believe what I've at least heard is Varane probably would be. I don't think he would be available, until the last game of the season, which will be the FA Cup final. So he'll be fit and ready for then, but I don't think we would even risk it before then. And I would need him more for that game, if I'm going to be honest. But she said, what about Ganacho? Ganacho is back in training, but I don't expect him to be available for tomorrow's game. I do think that the Brighton game next Thursday is more of a, you know, thing that would be, what's the word that I'm looking for? I think that would be more of a reliable, potential thing to happen. Lewis also said Ten Hag didn't make sense what he did last game. Hope he makes better choice this match. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's be honest. Ten Hag also have moments where he messes up and whatnot. He's trying to figure out the league. He's learned. Sometimes he could be a bit overtaking. Like what sometimes what Pep does in some of the big games, like in the cup games, he'd be overtaking. Sometimes that kind of in a way where I can see Ten Hag doing as well, where he could be doing a bit too much. Like, okay, can we chill? Can we relax a little bit? Why? Hey, don't underestimate teams. Go, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But also at the end of the day, even prior to the changes that he made in the second half, we still should have gotten the job done in the first half, in my opinion. Oh, sorry, in my opinion, I think we should have. So I can't just sit here and be like, yeah, 10 out, da 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 da. We still should have gotten the job done, in my opinion. Big up to Flash. This Manchester United will be best if Qatar buys them. Yes! Do, by the way, if you haven't checked that video out, I did do, like I said earlier, a stream reacting to the Qatar slash, Surgeon Radcliffe putting in the final bids in, the whole process. So that video is already out. Do check it out after this one. But I mean, some of you guys already know, like I am a lot more. I'm leaning towards the Qataris, at least with Sheikh Yassim, a lifelong Man United supporter. The stuff that he wants to do for Man United, I feel like I check, 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 check. Not just the men's team, the first team, but also women's team, the academy, the infrastructure, the areas around Manchester. Like, there's so much stuff that he wants to do, and he also wants to make it debt free. So come on, check, 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 check. You know, we got the epic plays. He says, "What do you think will happen of with the sale of Man United?" I mean, okay, right now the process is about, okay. I do think they'll have to figure out, are they going to accept the Qataris bid or Sergeant Radcliffe? The card is now in Glazer's hands. They got to figure out what decision they're going to make. So for me, once a decision is made, which will be in like 7 to 10 days approximately, we'll find out. And let's say they do end up picking the Qataris. Let's just say they accept. Then I think that process will once that process is kickstarted, it'll go a lot more faster. Um, it's at least what I've heard. So I will believe and hope that the Glazers do leave. What I need to focus on. Legit. Yeah. Let me read some more of y'all comments and keep getting your subscribers. I mean, keep getting your questions in before we start to wrap up, and then of course give my prediction for tomorrow's game, because we will be doing watch along for it as well. Ray says, who do you want in the pivot in this game? I mean, I already did showcase that, where I did say like a Casemiro and alongside Christian Eriksen, but I wouldn't mind seeing Sabitzer potentially in the team as well. But hey, how do you see Villa? How do you see, how Villa will approach United? I mean, I mm, I watched some Villa games without that many, but I also thing is I do go a little bit on the way they really were at us. Remember the first game that Villa did play under Una Emery was against Man United, even though that was at their ground, Villa Park and whatnot. Manager bounce, yada yada yada. They still have been pretty solid after that. Really incredible, right? Potentially could get Europe. I hope they do. Um, but they will definitely probably go at us. But what has seemed to help us throughout the season is we do show up a lot more at home. So yeah, but like I said, they will come with a we will go at you approach. If that even answered your question. Yes, I did it. Yeah, show at center back alongside Lindelöf. Who is betting on the wings for you? I mean Rashford is really good on the wings, but I do think that having him up top like he did for the Spurs game, I didn't mind that. But Rashford on the wings, but then again, like if we had like a Nacho on the wings, would be incredible. Anthony is like the best option that we do have on the right wing. We don't really have that many options. But if we do get a Diallo back from loan from Sunderland, he's been ripping it up for Sunderland in the championship, became the what was it fan, he got the fan youngest player award, right? For Sunderland this season. So I hope he comes in next season and maybe puts a bit of a pressure on Anthony in a way. If that makes sense. A bit competition. That's healthy. Would Malasia benefit from a loan? That is a good question. I mean, Malasia, I believe we paid like 12 million or so, 15, 12, 15 max, I think, from Feyenoord. He's not the finished article. I mean, the kid is still he's still young, but there is something interesting with the kid, but maybe the last couple of weeks and whatnot, he's been a bit shaky. It's been a bit, and it's just, if we're going to compare him to Luke Shaw, like that, there are levels, definitely levels. But then again, like there are different parts of their career, and as well, what I would love to see more from Alessia is maybe be a bit more offensive, a bit more direct. Like what I like with Luke Shaw is the way like his crosses is extremely good. Gotten a couple of assists and so far this season, even some goals. So I would love to see more of that game from Malaysia, but we'll see. Probably there might be a plan there from not probably there would be a plan there from Tenag, but alone, I don't know. I still would give him next season. I don't think I would stay alone if I'm gonna be very honest. To yeah, Marty says we already won one cup. Imagine we win the FA Cup, woo, and qualify for the UCL with limited quality players. I think Manchester is in good hands. Oh, 100%. Also, right after that FA Cup final, 100. Like I've already planned, like or trying to think of a couple of streams and like some content that I want to make. We're definitely once the season's over, we're gonna be doing some a lot more transfer talks, but even if we don't win the FA Cup final, which I mean hope that we do, and I think we can. But I would love to do like a stream where we talk about like who's had a better season, Arsenal or Manchester United. Uncomfortable conversations. Uncomfortable conversations needs to be had. I'm telling you, more than you believe.
More than you believe. More.
Oh my God, that smile, more than you believe. What? Epic play seasons. Brighton just won 6-0. We should be really concerned. Fam, I said this earlier in the stream. I'm not gonna. I was concerned about Brighton before the FA Cup semifinal. I still am shocked that we went through. You know, I'm happy, but my heart, like I had anxiety. I was emotionally and physically drained after that. Going to penalty shootouts and the fact that we won. Hey, but we did it. We did it. But for them, even though like I know Wolves are like, let's be honest, we are a much better team than Wolves. We are, but the fact that they slapped them up, and I think that was that Wolves ground, was it not? Because I don't think that was. Wait a minute. Did Brighton play at their ground, or was it Wolves? I'm pretty sure. Give me 1 second. No, no, no. It was actually. Oh shit! That it was at Brighton's home. Oh, and we're gonna be playing Brighton away. Yeah, long day. But hey, I'm gonna just focus on the Villa game tomorrow, and then Wednesday, I'm planning to have a match preview for the Brighton game. We'll then talk about it. But let's be honest, we could get we could get smacked. We could, because have the has the away performance record been a good result? No, it hasn't. Definitely not. We all know that. Nothing new. That needs to be improved next season. But right now, I just solidify top four. Do that. Wait. First, wrap it up. Rewind. Solidify. Okay, get the owners out. Get Glazers out. New owners in. Hopefully, the Qataris. Okay. Second, or no, so Matt. Third, then be able to solidify top four. Hopefully, fourth would be winning the FA Cup final. I know we ain't favorites. We underdogs. But hey, hey, anything can happen. It's a one-off game. Just saying. So yeah. And another thing, get the signings we need. For- That's all. That's all. That's all. Adrian says queuing in. Big up. Fresh legs did it. Hey. Big up Luca. I'm good. How are you, Luca? Hope you're doing well. So to finish this off, what is my prediction? And do feel free to join in to let me know what your predictions are as well for this game, regardless of what team you support. Let me know. But for what tomorrow's game, we're at home. I do think we'll win. I'm gonna back it. I'm gonna back my team. I did say that we were gonna win against Spurs, but I did say like, hey, I don't, away record and whatnot. Ooh, big up Luca. Do subscribe to Luca's channel, by the way. It's Luca FC, Arsenal supporter. Big up. I want to. I've been saying so many 2-1s. There's been some games here and there where I've actually been correct with 2-1 predictions. Of course, it would be great to be able to, not concede and whatnot, but I'm gonna say 2-1. I just want to win, people. I just want to win. Lewis says I take 2-1. Yeah, agrees with me. Vamshi says United for the win, 3-1. They'll take also says 3-1 to United. That would be great. People, I'm also a question here. People, when can we see like 5-0 and stuff? 6-0 and stuff? Because it's been a long time. I can't remember the last time we won with more than 4 goals. And like I said, 4 goals, not been much this season. It's been a few times, but not that many. When you see a Brighton slapping a Wolves up 6-0, why can't we do that this season? We are so not efficient enough. We are not clinical enough. It is extremely annoying. Wrap it up. I ain't got a long time, people. Wrap it up. That sounds so wrong. Big pause, by the way, but y'all know what I mean. Wrap the games up. Be clinical. But I know that, Vamshi, I'm glad that you said that because I know the answer. Next season, with all the players Eric Ten Hag wants, with Uncle Eric's, new signings next season, and with the Deadwoods going out, that's when I see us hopefully having, several games where we obviously on paper, like, okay, this game should be one, yada, 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 wrap it up, win. Not just win, have a great performance, but also get the goal difference up. Get the goal difference up. You know? That's all. That is all. It ain't rocket science. It ain't that difficult. Is it? I don't think it is. Lucas says 2-1 Man United. Okay. Big up St. Gabe says there's no poacher's instinct in our team. It should be better. But that front line, though, we need to seize it up. Big Adrian says LOL. Delitek says top 7 teams have done it apart from United. Delitek, speak on it, right? It's like when oh my, it's so annoying. It really is. Like you see, like compared to Newcastle and us, the goal different. Let me just one second before we wrap it up, because I just wait a minute. And do, by the way, keep getting the subscribers up and do like. Ooh, we're not that far away from 1.6, and we're getting closer to 2K and whatnot. That's still, that's still a goal, and 3K. But hey, I digress. Let me see, just because, hmm, God, I need to really be better at updating my FBL because I've been horrible the last couple of months. Lord. But yeah, hey, okay, so freaking hell. Let's see here. Oh my God. 32 goal difference. 32 for Newcastle. Us, 9. 9. And both of us are playing tomorrow. So Newcastle, we're playing at the same time, actually. I know. Okay, we're playing Villa, and Newcastle's playing Southampton. They're playing at home. Yeah, Newcastle probably might win, like, even though Southampton kind of, slowly start to, after, drawing against, what should I say, Arsenal and whatnot. They, hey, regardless though, people. Ugh. Ugh. Need to be better. Lewis says, definitely, we need to score more goals. I was thinking that. Exactly. Since game says Rashford was a bit slow against Spurs. Okay, a few balls fizzed in from the wings, and Rashford's head was away in the clouds. Is he a bit slow? Oh, sorry, mentally. I think he might be carrying. He might be still struggling a bit with an injury, to be honest. But also, I still felt like Rashford looked really good in first half. I would say he didn't look slow to me. That, in my opinion, he did score. He did get an assist and whatnot. And there's been other games where I felt like he hasn't really been in it. But that particular game, at least, like I said, first half, when he played up front, he looked good. That's my opinion, though. But we'll see how it'll be tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to do a watch along for it. Then we will do a live match reaction straight after. So, hey, Vamshi says we only depend on Rashford for the goals, and he's not even a forward. That's often, yeah, there have been some players showing up here and there, but it's like, and even Rashford, like Rashford doesn't really, he hasn't gotten a single hat trick this season. Even though he scored, this is not me trying to criticize. Like, he scored a lot of goals. See, this is like his best goal tally of his whole career. Like, he's been on it. He's been on it. But it's like, but like Vamshi is saying, other players need to step up. That was nice to see, like a James Sancho scoring and whatnot. But like you said, other players do need to step up. We do need to get more goals from other people, you know? Anthony, of course, got 7 goals, but it would be great to see more goals. Yeah, Bruno as well. Often, sometimes he can be very wasteful. He's gotten his stats up a bit more. Um, I would say he's improved a lot, but there are cases where he is in a very good position, has a very good chance, and he is quite wasteful. So that is something that needs to be improved as well. Since Gabe says we just really need a top striker, yes, Rashford down the wing, yeah, and like I said, mostly I prefer Rashford on the wing, but there was something interesting with him up front as that number 9 in the Spurs game at the beginning, at least, where he kind of drifts to the middle, if that makes sense. So, but like you said, Simkin, and then a lot of you guys started mentioning, like, we've been having this conversation. We need a number 9. That is the top priority for next season. So once the season is over, transfer talks there's gonna be so many streams when it comes to transfers, like who are we linked to, what would I prefer, what would other people prefer, and whatnot. So we have to get a number 9. Um and whoever it is, somebody that can really 100% be prolific, be clinical. But I don't want it to just be, because somebody, Choppers did say it, some of you guys know Choppers often is here for every like match reaction that I do, where we're too dependent on individuals. I want us to be playing, even though there's been a lot of games here and there where we do play as a team, but sometimes it's like, no, when we score goals, I really, and I said this before, I like when we score goals as a team, when there is like, okay, when like at least 5 players have touched the ball before it goes into the net. I like that. I like that. I like when it's like 1, 2 touches, bam, 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 bam. Let's do more of that. Because I'm pretty sure that's definitely how Ten Hag wants to be able to play. but we have to get more of the players that he needs for next summer. So, I mean, for this summer. So, yeah. Hello, Roger. We're about to wrap it up, but big up to you. I would love to hear, to those of you who just tuned in, would love to hear your prediction for tomorrow's game as well. Ravi asks, which areas do you create more chances in? Ooh, I mean, it has to. It's kind of right outside that box, man. Yeah, it's that final third. It's often that final third that misses sometimes, where it kind of like, ooh, why don't we go move forward? If that makes sense. Solon says United fans were excited about the Qataris. Now they don't want Sir Jim Ratcliffe as new owner. I mean, I think a lot of people have been, big up to you, by the way, Sultan, but a lot of people have been, at least what I've heard in the spaces, been saying that they are more excited to get Qataris and haven't been like, yeah, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, mm-mm, you know? But hey, I just want the owners, I mean, the Glazers out. Get these leeches out of my club, the imbeciles. Go. Every player sees as our team this season is so unpredictable. They might surprise us tomorrow or Thursday. I hope they surprise us in a good way because there's been some games where I haven't been surprised in a good way. And I was surprised for the Thursday game last Thursday in a bad way. Where it says we need another CDM or box to box midfielder, I would say both. For me, I mean, like I said, we did do a stream for the January window, but I also did add a little bit to the summer window as well. But back then I did say like, okay, we need a striker. For me, we need two strikers at this point. We need two midfielders. We need a center back as well. Um, I know that we've been heavily linked to right back, so I don't know if that's still the case. Could be. But I would say at least five signings to go into this team. We do. But I would prefer more, of course. Like seven would be great, but like at least five, at least. That's what I'm thinking. But hey, since game says let's hope the protests go well tomorrow. Hashtag Glazers at 100%. I agree. Reggie can be your world class striker. Ravi, shush. Seeing game says looks like Sir Jim is in pole position. Fam, I don't believe what people are saying. I don't know. Has there been more? Let's see here. This Twitter. Yeah, no, I'm just sorry. Radcliffe claims he's a boyhood. Nah. Because this is what Amir, big up to Amir. Since we were here, okay, we're gonna big up people you that's been tuning in. I respect it. Thank you. So this is what Amir sent me. Um, Major breaking from Mike Keegan. Ineos' valuation of Manchester United higher than that of Sheikh Yassim in final bid. Could well prove significant. Preferred bidder expected in 7-10 days. The story by Mailsport shortly. Um, Daily Mail as well. So searching by Daily Mail, this was updated. Sergio Ratcliffe takes pole position in the race to buy Man United. I don't know if I believe this. I'm not gonna lie, and I need to see more than what should I say? Reporting on this because I personally will see. But like I said, like I've done the stream talking, reacting to the different bidders and whatnot, the final bids from both teams, from both teams. I mean, from both potential owners and up potential scenarios as well, how this can go. So for me, I'm gonna be waiting. We'll do another stream once we hear anything concrete. We might do another stream regarding that. Well, not we might. We will do another stream regarding that. So however this goes, we'll definitely do a stream on it and talk about it. But I hope the next stream that I can do regarding this Man United ownership would then be basically celebrating having more lots of United fans on and be like woo party because I got stuff planned. Okay, I got stuff planned. I don't want to be like, oh my god, the Glazers are here. Oh no, Sergio Ratcliffe. Because if Sergio Ratcliffe comes, okay, but I can't have him be here and then still have the Glazers to have a stake. No, no. Roger says, would you start changing tomorrow at left wing? Yeah, Roger, I did do a predicted lineup. So, news, I mean, spoiler alert, I did I did say that I would start Jadon Sancho again. Suno says, I believe Unai Emery will outclass Tenak tomorrow and get a good result. We'll see. Hydrogen Ratcliffe in. No Ratcliffe won't come. Hell no. Harry Kane can be a good number 9 for United. Vamshi, I'm all in for Harry Kane. I will love, and I've been saying Victor Osimhen. I love him. I will love either or. Even though I've been saying bring me both, but let's be honest, we won't be getting both. But I'm not. I need. When this guy came, when he came for Man United, okay, it's 10 years ago since we won the Prem. Bring me joy again. Bring me joy again. Okay?
Let's go! Come on!
Let's go. Come on. Bring me joy, people. Bring me joy. Let me read some more. I'm starting to get hungry, people. And I want to make myself some pizza and enjoy the rest of my Saturday evening. But yeah, Suna says, Sofia, do you still believe United lose tomorrow? Top four is done. I've never believed that top four is done. Like, we need to, what somebody said earlier today, I think it was Vamshi actually, in the stream. If we win 4 of our last games, top four is, hey, madam, yeah. So, and I see several games where I'm thinking, check, check. You never know, of course. You never know. But I still would be thinking, I think top four. Yeah. Because this has been, there's been so, also need to know, Liverpool has been very inconsistent. Spurs has been very inconsistent. Even though Villa moving up been hella good, but I think it wouldn't be quite enough because some of them also needs to play each other as well. You know what I'm saying? So if it was all of us are fighting for that one spot, that's different. But it's still 2 spots available. And for me, I think it'll be both of the United clubs, so Man United and Newcastle United, to wrap those spots to have them. That's what I think. St. James says Jimbo does not. That's you know what? I might need to call him Jimbo. Okay, copying St. James. St. James. Lord St. James. Jimbo does not have enough money to buy the club. How is he going to build a new stadium for 2 billion and build the squad for the future? Hashtag Glazer Jim out. I love that, and I agree. Solon says Aston Villa and Spurs are in the race as well. Yes, they are, but Spurs, bless their heart, but no, 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 no. I'm sorry, no. Red says they are waiting for 6 billion. Hey, they're definitely waiting. Jim Steele is better for the Glazers. The greed is real. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need the Qatar. Yeah, we gonna pray for the Qataris. Why play advantage to these Glazers? Jim Ratcliffe, they need to go. They gotta go. These guys want British guy to take over despite his death. They're obviously biased. And yeah, I'm not here for that. I'm sorry. Gotta go. Who knows? We might not even play tomorrow if the process go well. Ooh, that would be interesting. I mean, like I said, we're still covered the whole thing, so we'll see. Sergeant won't do anything for the club. He won't spend the dollars if he have. That's what I told. The thing is, though, he might do. I don't know. He'll be bet. Yeah, I don't know. I just want the Qataris. I read both of the statements when both of them put in a bid. Sheikh Yassim, a lifelong Man United fan, wants to make the club debt free, wants to improve every squad we have, the academy, women's team, the areas around. People, the roof is leaking. We got piss on the floor, people. We got piss on the floor. We got owners that don't even care about that. Are you mad? Are you mad? Taz. I understand Harry Kane once. Oh my god, that's okay. Y'all, hey. He was good. Percy, I remember when we beat Aston Villa 3-0. Yeah, yeah, in the I think it was the FA Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Yeah, it was one of the. Yeah, we have beaten them before. There are rumors that if Qatari comes in, there is possible Neymar could join the team. Imagine we definitely need to do like imagine like once we get the Qataris, I will start to be reckless in the streets. I don't think y'all would not be ready for a reckless Sophie. Because I used to be reckless in my days. Decade ago, me? Y'all, oof. Wow, you would not. No, no, no. People wouldn't be able to deal with me. Me, nah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Same case says I'd prefer a young Kane, not an old Kane. Old Kane still has it, yo. If we get an old Kane, but somebody that's young, I mean not a Kane, but a young, exciting prospect, exciting striker to play, to learn off of a old Kane. Come on now, people. Come on. Glazers out, yes. Hey, if we win 4 games, then we are in top four for sure. Yep. We need 22 or 23-year-old number nine. Do we though? But then you're saying we do we need Neymar though? For me, I like Neymar, but I with Neymar, it's heavily injury prone because people be saying like, okay, oh, Kane is made of glass. If Kane is made of glass, Neymar is then made of. I'm trying to think. What is like worse biscuits then? I don't know. Cheesecake. You know the biscuits they use you for cheesecake when you crumble it up. That's what he's made of. What? Kane only got 2 years left. I think. No, he actually has. I'm pretty sure he has 1 year left. I think his contract is running next year. I could be wrong, but we'll see. The thing is though, I know. I mean, I've read that Ten Hag would that desperately would love to get a Harry Kane, but at the same time, it's also like with United, they're thinking, okay, we don't want it to be like a transfer saga where this is gonna be hella dragged. So I think they're contacting trying to figure it out now. So if there is the possibility to get a Kane, because it will be difficult with Danny Levy, but what I think is Kane needs to be like, yo, I gotta go. There's no future for me here anymore. I've done what I can do. I put in my work. I put in my end. I can't do no more. I gotta go. Let me go. Kaka. Let me spread my wings once again. Kaka. That's what we need. That is what we need. Big up Ozan Kabak. Yes, he plays center back. Says big up SFT FC. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Um, let's see here. Marsha says, no, we don't need Neymar, and he also costs a lot. Yeah. And remember, he still holds the world record breaking bid for the most expensive signing. So for me, it's like, nah. I mean, you never know. You never know. But I'd rather have an Mbappe than, to be honest. I don't know. I think what Neymar made a mistake to go to PSG or to stay there for too long. He probably could have won more. Like you can enjoy the French, the Ligue A trophy and the cups and whatnot. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying, you know, incredible talent in his days. But I feel like a lot of it has just been like, I don't know. It's just not it. I don't think we should, to be honest. I'd rather have an Mbappe for me. But yeah, guys, we gotta wrap it up. I've been saying we gotta wrap it up for like the last 19 minutes. So this was not supposed to be like a super long match preview. But regardless, hey, I enjoyed the show, and I hope that you enjoyed the show as well. Make sure that you, of course, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like what you see, you want to see more, then hey, subscribe. Click on the notification bell button so that you will be notified when I am live again. And next time I'll be live will actually be for the watch along for this game. Alright, about 30 minutes before kickoff, I'll be live, and of course, also doing a live match reaction straight after where I got Nathan and Choppers to join me for both those for both not for both but for the match reaction. So that's going to be hopefully a match reaction that we can actually be woo, we got 3 points and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Would be nice to kind of end the week in a good note and then start the next week on a good note because Monday's bank holiday here in Norway. I'm free from work, so I want to enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? All right. But yeah, also make sure that you do join the. Hey, speaking of Daily Tech, big up to you, member here on the channel. See you tomorrow indeed. If you want to become a member just like Daily Tech, then I do have the link in the description box, also pinned as a comment. If you're watching this on a computer, just Scroll down, you see a join button, click on that. You'll be able to see how you can, become a member and whatnot. You get a badge logo next to your name, just like Daily Tech. You also be able to use customized emojis and whatnot, member shout outs. You'll be able to at very soon see, behind the scenes stuff and be notified whenever there's upcoming content and whatnot. So yeah, if you want to, it's another way to support the channel, but the channel will still be the same as it is. But once again, another way for other people to support. So big up. Thank you. Right, says no rainbow flicks at United when you got Burnley finest Weggy playing serious football. Get out of here. Get out of here. Big up seeing games. Big up Lewis. Marjorie says if Mbappe comes to United, then the new imagine yes, Vamshi, the new rivalry begins. Mbappe versus Holland. Imagine that. Two of the biggest players in world football right now. If we overlook, Ronaldo and Messi, of course, but like the new generation, you see Holland, the 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 Viking, right, for Man City, and the other side of Manchester, the big brother, Mbappe. Now, you know what? I might need that story to happen. I might need big up St. Gabe. I just followed you back on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, I do have a Twitter. If you want to follow me, it's Sofia's Football. Every other social. This is, by the way, the longest outro. Hey, I ramble. This is what I do. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, Sophia's Football, on TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitch, by the way, because we are actually live on Twitch. So hello, Twitch fam. Hello. It is Sophia's Football Talk. So yeah, and it is United versus City. Yes. So it's a big player also. I don't know why are we laughing? Why are we laughing? So this is actually a good player. I hope the loan becomes permanent. I will want to. Why are we laughing? Revy? Shush. How about that? But yeah, guys, I actually gotta go. I literally have to eat dinner. So yeah, big up. See you tomorrow. To those of you watching it now on the replay, make sure you do put down in the comments your prediction for tomorrow. Alright? But yeah, your girl gotta go. Your girl gotta go. Your girl gotta go. Oh yeah, it's gotta be the war of the two ball dudes, Bumshi. On point. On point. Bye. Love you all. Have a lovely day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.